Hey everyone, I'm Trisha Swenson with Vail Daily Live, and we're excited for today's show. We're going to let you know about how the weather is changing, but still that pop of color is coming through. We're also going to introduce you to some great places to get jewelry and, of course, give you a sneak peek about winter in Beaver Creek. Vail Daily Live starts now.
Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is September 29th. You are watching Vail Daily Live. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley Laura. You just saw a little sneak peek of what it looks like outside with Trisha Swenson. It's gorgeous. And we have a great show in store for you on this Wednesday. First of all, by the way, I just realized that Friday is October 1st. Is that just kind of crazy to anybody else? Listen, if you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, please make sure to join in, chime in throughout the show. Use that chat feature and let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to. If you have any questions, thoughts, opinions, are you blown away by the fact that Oktoberfest is like right around the corner? Friday. It's crazy. Okay, well, let's talk about what's coming your way on the show for today. So, of course, you saw Trisha's going to be out in Vail, and then we are going to be doing some pretty awesome interviews while out there. So first of all, we are going to be talking about some gorgeous jewelry at Squash Blossom with Hilary Magner. So we'll be doing a little shopping with Trisha and Hilary. Also over in Vail, we will do some shopping with Lance Fry at Betteridge. So it's going to be just a show full of beauty. And then if you want to get out and you want to see views like this, maybe on the regular, Heidi Vince will be introducing us to some absolutely stunning properties. Honestly, one of the properties she's going to be talking about, I had decided is like my dream home. And I've seen a lot of homes here in the Valley over the years. And this one I think is, yep, it's it. And so we'll be getting all of those details from Heidi. And then we also, if you want to have this view right here, berry picker. We'll be talking about getting out there on the trail with Megan Wright and the Trail Host program over in Vail, because this weekend is the last chance to actually take the gondola at Vail before it closes down and gets ready for the winter season. And, speaking of that winter season, I feel like we should probably go outside because today it's surprisingly warm, but winter is definitely in the air. And let's send things out to our girl Trisha Swenson. Oh, are you warming up right now? Is that a chai?
Yes, it is. I went down to Unravel Coffee, which is in the Slope Room, the new Gravity House. This is the former Terra Vista location, but they've got their coffee machine open this morning. It's starting at 7 a.m. So I got a chai tea, and what they do is this recyclable glass program. So I brought this in today. Michelle refilled it, and it's just so cute. And look at the froth that's on
Oh my
top and
gosh, that
everything.
looks so good. Yum.
Super cozy, but actually, I feel like I'm overdressed. I mean, I thought, well, I'll need a scarf and a big jacket, but yeah, the cloud cover has produced, a little bit of warmth over the Ville Valley, and I did see a little spot of blue, so I thought I'll bring the sunglasses just in case between now and 8:30, in case we see a little pop of that sunshine. But what I noticed on the way in is how dramatic the colors are right now. You and I were talking last week how we hadn't quite reached the peak. I really think Sunday, yesterday, today, even with the cloud cover, it's just popping all over. Now, I was sad when I saw that wind come through Edwards yesterday. I was like, oh, all the leaves are going to fall off. But still, quite a bit of color up there. I think people could still come this weekend and really enjoy the bulk of the color right now.
I think you're totally right. That was one thing I noticed yesterday, like with the clouds, with the rain, it's just those colors just stand out that much more. And I think you called it, Trisha. I think all of these years of living here in the Vale Valley, you were like the fall peak leaf wizard. Like, you had this sense. But man, I was surprised though at how warm it was. Like I walked out of my house this morning expecting it to be like super, super chilly and eagle, and it was like 52, which is like 10 degrees warmer than it was like
I know.
yesterday and the day before. So it's warm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you know what? But you could still get out and do some of the activities. You know, I know a lot of people that were posting pictures of their bike rides yesterday. You know, the mountain bike trails right now and the hiking trails are just amazing. We still have Gondola One in Vale Village and the Eagle Bond Gondola open for you in Lion's Head. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then they're gonna wrap it up until we open up on November 12th. And then Beaver Creek closed down last weekend, but they're going to have an event going on that we'll be talking about later on in the show. But Ashley, can you believe that ski season is starting on November 12th? This is probably the earliest that I've ever heard of.
I know. Yeah, no, I'm so excited about this. And I just like it's hard to believe that it's just about like 2 months away, like
Yeah,
not even, right?
not
Like
even.
crazy. It's so exciting. And also, oh, good morning. John Bonner says, good morning from North Carolina. Yes, awesome colors. Oh, John, it is just spectacular right now. It's so, so, so gorgeous. And I actually had a chance to get out and hike yesterday morning, and I had the trail all to myself. It was
Yeah.
just me and the leaves, and it was spectacular. It was so great. Trisha, should we let's just like really quickly get into the nitty-gritty of the actual weather forecast. Can
Yeah, let me
we
walk
follow you
outside
outside?
and let me see if I can show you what it looks like. So we're on the east end of the Gravity House. And so Golden Peak, which is named for the golden
Look
apple,
at
has
those
the
colors. Yes. Oh,
colors. Yeah. So can you see?
oh, we can. We can. It's so, and you're freezing just a little bit, but you can see
Uh,
how gorgeous those colors are. You can see the
this
wet road. Oh shoot. Oh no, she's freezing. Okay. Well, you can see what it looks like out there, right? Like it's stunning. Oh, there you are. Now you're back.
okay. Okay, yeah. So yeah, pretty comfortable temperatures. Nice and cool this morning for you. Grab your chai tea latte or another hot beverage. Go walk the dogs and get on out there. Now temperatures are only going to reach into the low 60s for most of the valley today, and that cloud cover, that chance of rain, is really going to stick with us. But we'll have patches like right now. You could go and take a bike ride right now if you want. You know, just watch out for the wet roads. And I think we're welcoming the moisture. We had a very dry September, and especially with the fires that are over Vale Pass in Silverthorne, it's a constant reminder that we can always use the moisture. And then we'll have that moisture for the next couple of days. And then by about Saturday is when we'll see the sunshine come back. It must be ready. These guys must be late for work. Everyone is barreling in this corner. Can you hear these trucks down here?
They just knew you were
Oh
going to
my
be live out
goodness.
there, so they thought they'd make some noise for you. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have any garbage trucks around me right now, but I may have
Yet.
spoken too soon.
Oh man, well
Yeah.
thank
Oh,
you for so no, keep going, keep going.
this weather is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating fine heirlooms for the past 5 decades. They're just down the street. You know, Dan Tolene and his crew have that working art studio, and they can create you something absolutely wonderful. They're just down from Latour, across from Solaris.
Yes, big thank you to Carrots. Big thank you to you and your gorgeous chai. That's seriously like that. The little like the mason
Okay.
jar that's so cute. It just and the fact that it's reusable. I love that. Did you put some? Is there some cinnamon on there too?
No, it just came
Oh,
like that.
it's so
Yeah,
pretty, Trisha. Oh my God,
yeah,
is
yeah.
it dirty?
Oh,
Did you
here's
put some
another one.
espresso in there?
Oh,
Oh.
here's more. all, all the maintenance vehicles and the tree service vehicles, they're up. They're up early like we are, Ashley.
Yes, they are. Okay, you know who else is up early is Diane. Diane Him said good morning from Parker. So good morning, Diane. Thank you for joining us this morning. Hopefully you're having your coffee. And is it warm down in Parker too? Like, do you feel like have you guys gotten any of the rain yet? I know it was kind of like moving across the state, but all right. Well, Trisha, you enjoy that chai. Enjoy. Oh, I see that guy biking behind you. Enjoy the trucks. And we're going to check back in with you in just a minute. But again, like John, like Diane, feel free to chime in. Let us know where you're watching from this morning, what the weather's like where you are. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have a look at your headlines. And then, like Trisha mentioned, there's an exciting event that's taking place in Beaver Creek this weekend. It's kind of breaking news. They haven't done this before, to my knowledge, but we are going to be chatting with the expert about that right after the break. So stay with us.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
Just enjoying a little bit of my coffee this morning, which apparently this is really exciting because it's actually on a national scale today. People are celebrating this. I know Emma is this.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. Maybe she's had too much. Let's take a look at our national days today. Oh, did you see? My cup tends to key out. It's not today though. Well, happy National Coffee Day. Clearly, I need more. Emma needs a little bit less. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. And also, if you need some delicious coffee, check out Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. They have their 2 locations. They have their loose leaf teas. They also have, just delicious breakfast empanadas and a great atmosphere. Every time I walk into their Beaver Creek location, it smells so good. And they also, they put so much work into having fresh ingredients too. So if you need a great spot for that National Coffee Day, head on over to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. And our chat is alive and awake this morning. They're drinking their coffee. So I was asking Diane, she's watching from Parker, Colorado this morning, and asking what the weather's like down there. And she's saying it's 48 degrees right now. So it's a little bit chillier in Parker than it was in Eagle. And then supposed to rain later this afternoon. Yeah. So we're already seeing a little bit of that rain kind of starting to move through. But I love these cloudy days and these cooler mornings. And then also Ride Divide. Gotta love mornings in Vail Village, right? Oh, and right with the emojis, spot on with those fall colors changing, and Trish and her chai and her cute little cup. And hey, so glad you guys are waking up with us this morning. So let's take a look at what's going on with those headlines. And I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the most beautiful Vail dailies that there ever was because of all the fall colors that are just sprinkled throughout the paper this morning. And if you're watching from somewhere else, vaildaily.com is where you can get that e-edition. But leaf peeping time, fall colors have hit their prime in Eagle County. And this is a gorgeous example from Chris Dillman. And this is a shot from close to Minturn on Monday. So just stunning. And I mean, as we flip through the paper, look at this. Peeping awesome. Peeping awesome. My goodness. I don't know about you guys. I love seeing the trees that have like a little bit of the red on them. I think just because there's not as many, but I love those little sections, which you can see in that top picture right there, also in Minturn. But my goodness. And feel free to tag us in any of photos that you're taking of the fall colors, and make sure to use this our handle Vail Daily Live on Instagram or hashtag Vail Live. But as we kind of cruise on through, the public sees their last chance to weigh in on the Edwards River Park plan. So neighbors scrutinize the plan, and commissioners schedule a special hearing for October 7th to render decision. This is definitely a big deal around here, but you can get all the details on page A3. And then as we were talking about this a little bit earlier, so the ptarmigan fire, it's approaching 100 acres. More evacuations have been ordered, but credentialed evacuees can actually go and see their properties and grab a few things this morning from 8 to 10, just because we have that moisture, and also the fire activity tends to be a little bit lower in the morning before the planes gear up again. But really excited to see the rain move through and help this effort out. I was checking in on my buddy Matt Renew this morning, and this is like right above his neighborhood, and he was saying that you couldn't actually see the fire this morning, where yesterday it was glowing right from his live shot in his neighborhood. So let's hope that rain just continues to just dump on Summit County and really help that out, because right now they don't have firefighters on the ground because of the way that there's so many trees that could potentially just fall and end up causing injuries. So right now it's all kind of an aerial attack, and hopefully Mother Nature just keeps on helping out with that. So you can get more details on page A5 in the paper this morning as well. Okay, so now that we have caught up on our headlines and our beautiful fall colors, I was hiking yesterday at Beaver Creek, and the colors there are so spectacular. And if you want to come on up this weekend, there's a brand new event that's happening, and I'm going to take it to my girl Trisha Swenson, and she has the expert on the topic. Sarah and a Rarity, good morning, you two.
Good morning. Normally Sarah's in Beaver Creek, but we said, hey, come with us today because we want to learn more about this event that's happening this weekend. And just when you thought you were not going to have any more German beer or pretzels, maybe put on something kind of Oktoberfesty, we're having Bavarian Days up at Beaver Creek. Tell us about this.
This is going to be such a fun weekend. So this is a new event that's presented by the Beaver Creek Restaurants. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday. Like you said, let's keep the fun going. The season is not quite over. The weather looks like it's going to be absolutely perfect this weekend. So come on over to the village 1 to 7. We'll have a kids zone, great food specials, some live Bavarian music, and of course German beer.
Well, you know what? People are still up here. They are curious. I had a friend who called from Denver, and she said, "What are the leaves doing? We want to come up." So people are traveling up here, and then it just gives them something else to do after they've hiked or ridden their bike through the foliage.
Exactly. It should be great weather. Like you said, the leaves, I think the last couple of days have really been the most beautiful. We've got some orange, we've got some bright gold. It should be some wonderful, leaf peeping, some great biking, hiking, and to just enjoy this nice weather before the snow starts to fall.
Oh, I know. And fun for the whole family. You mentioned the kids zone. I understand there's going to be bouncy houses.
Bouncy castles, hula hoops, all kinds of fun for all ages, and some great food and drinks. So yeah, that's going to be Saturday and Sunday 1 to 7.
Okay, and the live music. So we've got that going on, but also breaking news. Beaver Creek just released their winter calendar. And Sarah, I'm so impressed that you guys are bringing so many events back, so many of the traditional events. Last year during COVID, we had a few things, but It looks like we're seeing everything come back.
We are back, and we are so thrilled to have a full calendar. It's going to look very similar to 2019. So we'll start off opening day with some great music at the base, with of course the world's best chocolate chip cookie competition that afternoon, everyone's favorite. Ashley, I heard that might be right around your birthday. We might have a special cookie for you.
Sarah, I'm just thank you so much for
And that is also Thanksgiving weekend.
Exactly.
And on that Friday after Thanksgiving, you guys light up your tree.
We'll have the tree lighting on Friday evening, a wonderful ice skating show, some performers, photographs with Santa. So just a great way to start off the holidays.
Yeah, and then the World Cup downhill races and the Super G races with the FIS World Alpine ski races. And then, but as we roll into New Year's, you're going to have a big party.
We'll have a huge party in the village. So our New Year's Eve celebration will feature everything great that you love about our local party. So we're going to have awesome live music, performers in the village, and then we'll have the ball drop so you can watch the screens from Times Square, and then an incredible fireworks show over Beaver Creek.
Okay, and then we don't stop there. January, we're bringing back, if you like wine, we've got it. Foodies, this is your delightful weekend.
That's right. Winter Culinary Weekend will be back, so that's going to be the third weekend of January. This is when we bring in some fantastic guest chefs from all over the country, boutique winemakers. So these are wines that are really tough to find, and then everything will be curated. Some wonderful wine paired dinners, on mountain experiences, snowshoe, really everything we can pack into 4 days.
Okay, awesome. And then we have more things happening as we roll into Challenge, and then we got the spring break events.
That's right. It just goes all season. So we're having 2 days of Challenge. That's going to be February 26th, 27th. And then we've got our weekly programming, the Fun Fest on Saturday for the kids with carnival games. Just an action-packed season.
Okay, so you can find out more. What's the best source?
beavercreek.com/events, and then just look for a full season ahead.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Beaver Creek opens the day before Thanksgiving. Back to you, Ashley.
Oh man, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. So like Sarah was saying, I mean, they're opening up the season with the world's best chocolate chip cookie competition on my birthday. That is so nice of them to do that. And then of course we have so many great events that are coming up. And I think my favorite is the snowshoe series. Trisha, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Have you done that before?
Yes, yep. So the snowshoe series, there it is returning, and there's going to be one a month: January, February, and March, and they change routes.
Exactly.
Too.
So the course is different each month. All these beautiful spots, and it'll change. So come out to each one and get to see another great part of the mountain.
Yeah, it's a good way to, you get that New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year. Say, I'm going to do all 3 of these, and sign up, and then you're committed.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's a fun one with family, with friends that are visiting. You can go hard. You can be Josiah and try to set a personal record, or bring the kids and just have a great day out in the snow.
Yeah, no, I'll be walking. I'll be taking a snowshoe walking tour. All right, you two. Well, it looks gorgeous out there. Emma and I were just talking about how it's so beautiful right behind you and the covered bridge. And Sarah, thanks for coming on over to Vail this morning and tell us all about this exciting news.
Absolutely.
It's so fun. Man. All right, we'll let you guys go. We're going to take another quick look at that weather before we take a break. So big news this morning is that it's raining. There's snow likely above 10,000 feet, and it is also surprisingly warm here in the mountains this morning. And we are looking at this weather kind of sticking with us not only through today, but also through tomorrow. So a good chance of moisture really throughout the entire day. So fantastic news for the ptarmigan fire, and also just because it's beautiful. It's so nice. It's so rare that we get these fully rainy days, right? That we wake up and it's raining, and then it rains throughout the entire day. And it's all brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. And we'll be seeing those temperatures kind of just topping out in the 50s and 60s throughout the valley today and to tomorrow, and maybe even into Friday before we start to warm up and see that sunshine return for the weekend. So like Sarah was just saying, if you want to go and enjoy Bavarian days at Beaver Creek, it's going to be a perfect time to do that. And if you need to get yourself a rain jacket, maybe you need to get yourself some extra layers, you can head over to the outlets at Silverthorne and you can find those elevated savings. And I'm checking out outlets@silverthorne.com. This is where you can find the sales. And right now over at Carter's, if you need to get the kids decked out, they're doing up to 50% off dresses. That ends today. Also, extra soft yarn sweaters from $39.50 at J. Crew. And then if you go to Polo Ralph Lauren, they will do $20 off your purchase of $150 or more. And that ends tomorrow. Oh, and up to 50% off everything at Chico's. That ends on October 7th. So you got a lot of time to go get those deals. But head on over, outlets at Silverthorne, right at exit 205 in those elevated savings. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we have more events to tell you about. We also have more fun interviews. Your fly fishing report, probably take a look at that Gore Creek fish cam because I can't get enough of it. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Just love that commercial. I really love that there's just that just moment of zen with the water running, and man, what a beautiful time to be here and to be getting outside. And because Eagle is my neighborhood. I figure we should probably talk about what's going on down in Eagle this weekend. And probably one of my favorite things that happens all year is happening. We're going to get to that in a second. Now, first of all, there's a couple applications that are, due, if you will. So if you are interested in applying for any special event funding, that application process is open. And then they also have the deadline is at September 30th. And then they're doing some other exciting things when it comes to events and just recognizing important people. So you can find out more of that at townofeagle.org. But again, if you want to get any of that special funding, if you have a dream to put on an event, that deadline is coming up tomorrow. So that is September 30th. Crazy, right? All right. Now, something else that is going on in Eagle this Sunday is the pumpkin patch is coming back at Eagle Ranch. So this is going to be taking place at the Brush Creek Pavilion, and it's super cute. So this is your opportunity to get out there and to get your pumpkin, and then also to entertain the kids. They're going to have bouncy houses, some games, a climbing wall, face painting, hot dogs, a bake sale. They also have the fire and ambulance out there, art by Dewey Dabbles, patterns of joy sewing, and then of course the pumpkin patch. So that's going on from 10 to 2 this Sunday, which should be a great time. It's always so cute. You see so many kids out there and families taking all of their, their fall photos. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I can't believe, again, it's already October 3rd is happening this Sunday. And then they're going to continue with the high school mountain bike finals for the Southern high schools. And that'll be going on the 8th through the 10th. And then on October 8th, it's the last second Friday art walk that will be taking place. So if you haven't had a chance to go out and enjoy that, they have some great food trucks. They have all kinds of cool vendors. They have I went down there with my mom, and we ended up getting some really beautiful bracelets from my friend Carolyn, who's recently started making jewelry, which I didn't know she was doing until I went to the art walk and I saw her booth. It was so beautiful. And then they have live music, and it's just a great time to just stroll along that main thoroughfare in Eagle and just kind of have a little hometown celebration and find some things that you never, that you didn't know that you needed, but you need, and support local artists. So that's coming up in Eagle. And you can find out more about what's going on at eagleoutside.com. Now, if you want to get outside and you want to catch some fish, Fly Fishing Outfitters, that is the way to go. They've been in business since 1992. Orvis endorsed. They are locally owned and operated right next to Agave. And, thankfully we have our fish cam, which I think is just hysterical that this is now a thing on Gore Creek. So, if you're at work and you're, after watching our show, you could just put it on, like having that fireplace, during the holiday season. Now you can just have the Gore Creek fish cam. Yeah, Emma, right. And if you want to get out and catch some of those fish, well, they're saying that right now, because of the cooler weather, and of course, maybe the fall colors have something to do with it, but the fishing is fantastic. Oh, cloudy. Look at this. Usually it's like an aqua, but you can actually see that fish looks huge. It's kind of like Jaws, right? Like it's kind of eerie, and my goodness, I love this. Okay. Live on Gore Creek. You can see those fish. So if you want to get out there and do some fishing, some of the best dry flies on the Colorado right now are Royal or Peacock PMXs and stimulators, Parachute Adams, Royal Wolves, and H&L variants and Renegades are working on the surface. And the Colorado is in really good shape, plenty of water. Float fishing from a boat is the best way to access that body of water. And still some hopper dropper action, as well as pale morning dun, blue-winged olives, and midges. But of course, to get all of the latest information, make sure to contact Fly Fishing Outfitters yourself, and you can book half and full day float trips, walk and wade trips. They do corporate events, they do weddings, they do individual trips. They're amazing. So stop on in and book your trip with them today. So I feel like we should probably really quickly just do a preview of what's going on for our events coming up this weekend. One of my favorite things that happens the first weekend of October is Vail and Beaver Creek Restaurant Week. And usually this is a tradition. My Uncle Bill comes up from the Front Range, and it's his birthday weekend. So we try a new restaurant. And what's cool about Vail and Beaver Creek Restaurant Week is that everything on the menu, or the they have like specific menus at different restaurants, is $20.21 in honor of 2021. And so just a couple options for you at Dusty Boot. They're doing their 2021 special: Thai peanut noodles, blackened chicken, warm udon noodles, red peppers, kale, broccolini, green onion, crushed peanuts, carrot, spicy peanut sauce. Yum. They also, like, you'll find as you kind of like cruise around and check out the restaurants that are participating, they all have something like a little bit different. Like at Blue Moose, draft beers and house wines for $2.21. That's good. You have to go from 3 to 5 though, if you want to get that one. Over at Hooked, they have $20.21 for half a dozen oysters, the sushi sampler, or off the whole fish experience. You can get $20.21. So that's amazing. At Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, they have their locally brewed coffee or tea for $2.21. Also fresh baked cookies. So, I mean, look, there's so many great deals at the Chop House. You can enjoy 8-ounce prime hanger steak served a la carte with Chop House compound butter. Okay, delicious, right? So this is very exciting. It's going all the way through the 10th. So make sure to take advantage of that and maybe try something different. I know I certainly am going to do that. And then, like Sarah was just telling us a few minutes ago, Bavarian Days will be taking place at Beaver Creek this weekend as well. So if you did not have a chance to put on that dirndl and those later hosen, you can do it now, and you can enjoy some German beer specials, some Bavarian food, some restaurant specials. And then, of course, they have the kids zone too. So they have the 5 bouncy houses, the arts and crafts, the hula hoops, and it's all taking place this weekend, the 2nd and 3rd up at Beaver Creek. So very excited for that. Also, on top of that, like if the food wasn't enough, if you'd like to enjoy some live music, we got you covered. So today at the Red Lion, they're going to be doing some live music. They'll also be doing some live music at the Vail Chop House and at the Drunken Goat in Edwards. So, go and enjoy this kind of moody fall day and then kick back and relax at one of your favorite spots and enjoy that live music. Okay. But maybe you want to look great while you're enjoying that live music. Maybe you want to sparkle a little bit. Well, if that's the case, luckily for you, we have Trisha and Hilary over at Squash Blossom. Every time we hang out with Hilary, I feel like I'm shopping with my girlfriends. So let's check in with them and see what they have in store for us today.
We are over here at Squash Blossom. We have Hilary Megner with us, and she had the coffee ready, everything ready to go. And today we're talking about your namesake. This has been the Squash Blossom for what, over 48 years? 48 years now?
1973.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Such a landmark here in Vail Village. But it started with these types of jewelry. Let's talk about what a Squash Blossom is.
Yes. So there are 3 parts to Squash Blossom. So you have the naja.
Okay.
You have
What does the naja mean?
The naja, so the Squash Blossom came over from the Moors and they brought it to the Spanish. The Spanish brought it to the Native Americans.
Oh, wow.
So in 1950s, the Native Americans started making it, probably before then. But so the naja is this crescent shape. They put it on the bridle of their horses in battle.
Oh,
it's
wow.
used as a protector.
Okay.
Kind of like the evil eye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the squash blossom, which kind of looks like, the squash blossom flower.
Yeah.
So every year when they would plant their crops, when it would bloom, they would say, I'm going to have a fruitful year, because they knew that they had food for the year.
Okay.
And then you have the pearl beads, which that's what they call these sterling silver beads, which they actually hand make each one of these beads, and you'll see the seam on them. So it's a very special piece. And I think the previous owners just loved the meaning of it. Like, what's better to wear, a naja or a squash blossom to give you protection?
Oh, I know. And it's just so beautiful. And, these pieces are passed down from generation to generation. I mean, they don't lose their value. They're always sought after. And to hear the stories behind them.
Right.
And I know a friend that she wore a big, beautiful one for her wedding. She just had a regular strapless wedding dress. And then that was the accent.
Right. We see a lot of people wearing them for weddings, and then also bolo ties are coming back to men for weddings as well. We've been selling a lot of those. But one thing I want to point out about squash blossom, we see that we have the coral, mother of pearl. This is the rarest I've ever seen. I've never seen one with lapis.
Wow.
And then the turquoise, but there's so many different types of turquoise. So you see the actual turquoise, and then different tribes. Native American tribes had different techniques. So this is a Navajo tribe, which has more silver work around the different pieces. The one I'm wearing is a Zuni piece.
Wow. And look at all the
can
little
see.
turquoise there. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So they're all vintage. It's very rare that I ever see like a new one. We like to kind of keep the story of the old vintage pieces.
And I like this one, how it has the different color beads on the strand and then kind of a smaller squash blossom. So it doesn't need to be totally ornate. It can be a little more simple.
Right. So that would be more of like the Naja style. And a fun fact about Najas, see the little piece in the center and here as well. So they put those in the center of the Naja, and they were said to believe that that was the mother and the child in the womb protecting.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So a little history lesson on how the squash blossom got its name, what a squash blossom is. If you want to come in, check in with Hilary and you can find out more. What are your hours these days?
We are 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday 11 to 5.
Okay, perfect. Check it out here in the heart of Vail Village. Nap Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flours, nap nectars, and more. It's harvest time, and that means Hotchkiss tomatoes, Olathe sweet corn, and Paonia peaches. We also have a full bounty of mushrooms, such as blue oysters, king trumpets, lion's mane, and chestnuts. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
Slifer Smith & Frampton, the #1 real estate company in the Vail Valley, with nearly $1.5 billion sold so far this year. Little Lodge is already under contract and set to become the highest priced sale in Bachelor Gulch Street. This creekside estate in Vail just hit the market with more than 7,000 square feet just minutes from Vail Village. Or this newly renovated 5-bedroom home on Beaver Creek Mountain gives you ski in, ski out access. See them all at vailrealestate.com.
Hey, welcome back to your Wednesday edition of Vail Daily Live. Being that it is live, we just got an EC alert, and also one of our viewers let us know what's going on. So on Interstate 70, on I-70, at mile marker 173, this is near West Vail. It's closed for a motor vehicle fire. So that's pretty intense. And apparently, Mary, you were saying it was a semi?
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay. So I don't know. We'll see if we can we even pull up a camera on that? I don't know if that's even possible, but you can go to cotrip.org and you can check out the cameras yourself and see what's going on there. But just be aware, if you are going to be traveling in the West Vail area, that this is a little hairy. So it's closed right now at mile marker 173 near West Vail, westbound I-70. Yikes. All right. So hopefully everybody's okay. And just be aware that there's going to be some delays if you're going to be traveling in that area. And then I'm sure that because we do have some standing water on the road out there, that's going to be a contributing factor to all of your commutes today. So make sure that you're taking your time and just taking it nice and slow. We have seen some good rain move through overnight, and it really has brightened those fall colors just that much more because we have the clouds, we have those dark skies, but then we also have some humidity in the forecast, and those temperatures are surprisingly warm given the fact that we have seen so much rain. So, leaving the house this morning in Eagle, it was around 52 degrees, which felt like very warm, which is, I know it's crazy to say for those of you that are watching from elsewhere. But right now in Vail, it's about 41 degrees, eventually reaching those highs in the mid 50s and maybe the 60s, depending on where you are, down in Eagle and Gypsum. And then we are expecting to see this rain staying with us pretty much the entire day today. And then our overnight lows dropping into the 30s. So we're starting to see that cool off just a touch. And we are going to continue to see that moisture, not only today, but into tomorrow, maybe even into Friday. And then potentially there could still be some moisture lingering into the weekend, but it looks like things are going to be clearing up for sure by Sunday. So very excited to see this moisture, helping out the ptarmigan fire. And then also, if you are going to be traveling over any mountain passes today, you could see some snow above 10,000 feet. So yay, excited for that. And especially with ski season. I mean, Vail's going to be opening on November 12th. So big thank you to Betteridge for providing this look at your local weather forecast. They have fine jewelry and watches and exceptional service since the late 1800s, and they're located right in Solaris. And so if you haven't been by, great time to stop in and maybe find something that's just perfectly unique and special. They have some beautiful options. And Trisha, we're going to send her over there in just a little bit. But right now, we had a chance to get out on the mountain with Ken on Monday morning, if you guys were watching, and he recently did berry picker, which I'm very impressed that Ken was out there like hiking and taking videos. And, if you're looking for a great workout, berry picker is definitely that. And this weekend is your last chance to utilize the gondola in Vail before it closes down to prepare for the winter season. So Trisha had a chance to catch up with Megan Wright and specifically talking about berry picker. So let's take a look at how that all went down.
Here we are in Lion's Head. We're going to tell you about a hike that you can take all the way from the bottom to the top of Vail Mountain. Joining me now, we have Megan Wright. She's with the Town of Vail Welcome Centers. You have one in Vail Village, you have one in Lion's Head, and I'm sure you get asked all the time, where should we hike? What should we try to do? And a very popular trail is right behind us, berry picker.
That's right. So a lot of people do ask me. They come in and they want to know where they should hike. And I always suggest hiking on the mountain. Berry picker, you could pick it up right here at the base of the gondola, Eagle's Nest Gondola. It's 3.5 miles to the top. Okay. So it was definitely a 2.5, 3 hour hike, possibly. It depends how fit, but it's amazing. You get to go through aspen groves, and then you get to go over the ski, you can walk over the ski trails.
Yeah, I think it's so neat when you could see the ski trails in the summer and you're like, wow, that's a lot steeper than I thought.
Yeah, and you get to see the names of the trails. It's really fun. So, yeah. But yeah, definitely plan a good 2.5, 3 hours to get to the top of the gondola. And when you get up there, it's an incredible 360 view at the very top, so it's worth it.
Oh yeah, because you have the great views looking out of Mount of the Holy Cross, this way off the backside, and then looking off the front side, you see the entire Gore Range.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And they have the restaurants up there, so you can have a little snack, kind of review all your pictures you took. People do get married at the top, so that gives you an idea how beautiful it is.
Oh, yes.
They have the Mount Holy Cross and the Nature Center up there, so if you want to, you can hike down, but if you hiked all the way up, the reward is you get to take the gondola free coming down.
Oh yeah, I like
Save
taking
the
it.
knees,
Get
save
the ride. And Megan, berry picker can be a little steep at the beginning. I always tell people, just take your time. But if you don't want to do the whole thing, bottom to the top, you can go across to Strawberry Lane. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so when you're hiking up berry picker and you see a sign that says Strawberry Lane, it takes you across the mountain and it will drop you into the Vail Village. So that is 2.1 miles. So that's still a good hike, but it's you don't have to go all the way to the top if you're not interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if we want to find out more, you guys are great guides and you have this little thing we can take with us.
Yes. So we're open, the Welcome Centers are open 365 days a year from 9 to 5. So come visit us. We can help you kind of plan out your day and figure out which hike works best for you.
Okay, all right. They can match your hike with your needs and get you out there outdoors.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
All right, well, you're at Betteridge, fine jewelry and watches since 1897, and Lance Fry joins us now, and we're going to talk about the estate side of Betteridge, because you guys, of course, have the watches and the beautiful jewels, some jewels that are actually in museum quality.
They're actually,
We've seen them.
We had those all summer, and this actually today they're going out to LA to head to the museum
Oh my gosh.
for about a 5-month stint there, and then we'll probably get some of those pieces back.
Okay.
So those were incredible.
Yes.
Those are gone, so now
Yeah, it's been
hopefully they'll be back, but we do have incredible stuff. We were 1897. Terry Betteridge, the owner of our company, is fascinated with estate jewelry and just has a tremendous eye with it. So today I pulled out some of the pieces that I think he is fond of.
Well, and to look at the craftsmanship and the stories behind estate jewelry.
The stories, a little bit of stories maybe you know, and then the stories that you have no idea where these stones have been and what really their stories are.
Yeah.
That's kind of the interesting part of it. And then they get a second, third, fourth, fifth life. So
They definitely
it's really
do.
incredible.
Okay, well, you have a couple of different looks
have a
here.
couple, some I know more about others. Some were just cool, so I had to pull them out. This piece here, this is a Cartier estate necklace.
Wow.
I'm going to assume this is probably from the 80s.
Yep, that's what I was going to say, 80s.
So something we've never seen before, but that is a big hunk of gold right there with a lot of pave diamond work in here. Like I said, this one is by Cartier, so very interesting. Big chunky look. We're getting a lot of actually big chunkier gold pieces in. 80s are
The 80s are back.
Like it or
Oh,
not,
yeah.
they're here.
I know.
So
Get the mullet and
maybe
the
not
perm.
no shoulder pads yet. But
Yes. Oh, that would look fantastic with some
shoulder
shoulder pads. No, that is so cool. And to have that retro look, I mean, that with like a black strapless or a low V-neck.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Big, heavy chunk of gold right there.
All right. So that's our first piece of
So
estate
here are
jewelry.
some 3 interesting stones I thought were just very cool and interesting to see. So the one that you have here, this is an incredible emerald from Colombia. And I'm going to guess, I don't know on this one, but I'm going to guess this is probably from the 40s or 50s, looking at the setting and the size stones that are in here.
And just the ornate construction that goes into just the underside. I mean, it's beautiful from every angle.
It's just as beautiful from the side as it is from the top. This is an interesting emerald just because of the color and the cut. This more elongated cut. It's a very, very deep green. It's natural. There's no heat or oil enhancements on this, which can sometimes intensify the color. So because it's natural, of course, there's a hefty price to go with that one as well.
Okay.
This next one, I find this to be one of the coolest diamonds that we have. This is a 5-carat elongated cushion cut with an old mine cut. You see these big sporadic cuts inside there. There's also something that almost looks like a hole in the middle of it. That's a keelet that is cut out of there. This was probably a diamond that was cut in the 30s.
Wow.
And this actually has a modern day setting. So old piece mixed with some new here. So it's a very traditional 3-stone setting. Okay, this guy, we just got this in. I'd like to try to learn more information, but this is an estate piece as well. But that cut is very unique. You see the super high angle pavilion on that, which you don't see on most diamonds. And again, this is considered an antique cut or an old mine cut, very large facets. Anytime you see those really large facets, it's kind of a telltale sign of an old mine cut.
The error. Okay.
Again, don't know that one. Okay,
And
super
then-
fast on this one. This one's just cool. This is a piece that has some rubies in it. This is the one that came from a Playboy playmate out of Chicago, her estate. And, it's just a very cool piece set in platinum with some mill-grain work. I think that's a little bit of a story that we know where it came from. So that makes that one pretty
Wow,
cool.
if these rubies could talk. Oh my
rubies could talk.
goodness. Okay, well, you guys are open for a little bit longer? Do you close down
No,
for
we're
the
not
off
closing
season?
it off for the off season.
Okay.
We're going to be here Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5, all season long.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
we'll be here.
Stop in and see Lance, talk to him about watches, the beautiful estate jewelry, of course, the great brands that you see here. We'll be right back.
I mean, there's always such a cool story with Lance, right? It's amazing. Every time you walk in there, there's something new and exciting to look at and to experience. And I just can't say enough good things. Thank you guys for that great interview. And we are staying on top of our Eagle County alerts this morning. So if you are new to this area, or maybe you come up to enjoy a vacation every now and then, you might want to sign up for the Eagle County alerts. So that includes everything Vail, Beaver Creek, also all the way down into the Glenwood Canyon. And so the way you sign up is you go to ecalert.org, and that's where you can put in your email, you can put in your phone number. They will text you if there's some really big things like gas leaks and evacuations and wildfires and things of that nature. Otherwise, they will email you about some of these other things. So I just got an update that westbound I-70 is now open in Westvale at exit 173. So it seems like they really were on top of getting that. That is a semi-fire, I believe. They got that cleared out. So that is great news. But we did also just get a flash flood watch that's going to be in effect until 6 o'clock tonight for the Grizzly Creek fire burn area. So if you had plans to go through Glenwood Canyon, you will most likely be rerouted. So just be aware that we could see some delays there as well today. And the reason that we're seeing this flash flood watch is because of this weather that we have rolling through right now. Some nice rain in the forecast all day today. And you can see those highs. This is for Eagle. So high around 63 in Eagle today. But if you're in Vail, we could see those highs topping out in the mid 50s. And looks like we could, like Trisha was right. She was like, I saw maybe just a sliver of blue sky there. It could be, just a sliver here and there of some sunshine mixed in with those clouds. But we're really looking at moisture off and on throughout the entire day today. And then also into tomorrow, and snow above 10,000 feet in some areas. So looking ahead, we'll continue to see this moisture maybe through Saturday in some parts of the valley, and then clearing up on Sunday with some bright sunshine. So big thank you to Live Sotheby's for this weather report. They are Colorado's leading real estate firm. You can contact one of their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love. Like Heidi Vince, she's going to be joining us a little bit later on in the show. So she has some gorgeous properties, but first we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Just opening up my jewelry box, otherwise known as some beautiful lenses from Eyepieces. They take eyewear and they just make it an art, right? Like they take it to the next level. And this is just like a perfect example. This is one of the pairs from Jacques-Marie Mage that is called the Clyde, and the packaging on this number is just, it's just beautiful, right? Like you feel like you're opening up something in like Christmas morning. It comes with some beautiful reading material, and it puts you in focus, right? Just like that. If maybe you need to get your prescription adjusted, they can do that at Eyepieces. Maybe you just need a great pair of sunglasses. They can help you out with that. Maybe you need goggles. They also have their goggles all ready to go for the season. So this particular lens, this is called the Clyde. This is from Jacques-Marie Mage. And so I love the descriptions. First of all, they are limited editions, so they come, certified here. And this is number 32 of 300. And the description on this is amazing. It says, "You were loyal, honest, and upright until society sunk its teeth into you. Now you relish the thought of being a dapper scourge every now and then feeling the urge to hole up in a hideaway like Brigitte and Sergei. It may feel like you're at the trail's end, but with these sophisticated wraparounds, your search for freedom and fun has just begun." I mean, come on. So cool. So Jacques-Marie Mage, if you're looking for a beautiful piece of art to frame your face and to prepare for that sunshine that we're going to be seeing this weekend, this could be it. So again, it's the Clyde, handcrafted in Japan, and you can find it exclusively at Eyepieces of Vail, one of their 7 locations, which they have throughout the Vail Valley, and then also now in Snowmass. But check them out. So cool. I mean, my goodness, I love that they even just let us touch these things, right? Number 32 of 300. It's exclusive. Okay. So let's also talk about some of our exclusive viewer content that you have been submitting to us on our social media, which we love, love, love to see. So on #VailLive, look at this. My goodness. These are just some of the beautiful shots that we've been seeing coming through this week with all of those fall colors. And of course, the bright sunshine that we saw earlier and the river. My goodness, just to be able to take a little lunch break right there. So special. And then, of course, I love when we put the animals in there. My goodness. And of course, the babies too. Look at her little outfit with her cute little fall boots. Meredith, I feel like you and Emma were probably both like this little girl growing up here, right? Yeah, I want to see your pictures of growing up. But if you'd like to share your content again, #VailLive, or like this crew, this good looking crew, they went up to Beaver Lake, and that's also another great hike. And look at the fall colors right around the lake. Beautiful spot up there at Beaver Creek. That's a 360 Karen. That's really cool. Who is this that submitted it, Mayor? Some people from Chicago. So getting after it at Beaver Lake. That's a really cool shot. I love that. So keep on sharing. We love to see it, and definitely encourage you to continue to do that as we head into the winter season. Now, something else that we would encourage you to do is to get in touch with Live Sotheby's and specifically Heidi Vince, because this woman has some phenomenal properties that are on the market right now. And of course, to get all the details, we have our girl Trisha Swinson. So we're going to send it out to them, and just be prepared to be jealous and also to call Heidi right away. So if this is a property for you, you want to get in touch quickly because it's not going to last long. So let's send it out to those girls.
Oh, and here comes the bus.
All right, here we are in the middle of Vail Village. We're looking at the beautiful fall colors. Joining me now, we have Heidi Vince with Live Sotheby's International Realty. And wow, this color is just amazing.
It's amazing this morning. If you're not outside yet, get outside.
Yes.
Sorry for the noise. The bus has to go by. But I've lived here 36 years.
Oh shoot! I'm
don't
gonna
know. To
interrupt
me,
these girls
this is
because that
spectacular fall
signal
we've ever
is just a
had.
little wonky, and you definitely want to see this. And my goodness, and I know the bus is just. Anytime we try to go live, right? We have the garbage trucks, we have the buses. That's how you know, it's definitely live. So before we go back to them, we have a little chat going on. What are you guys? What you saying? Let's see. So we have. Kathy, good morning. Ashley, hey, thanks for showing the Beaver Lake photos. Yeah, Kathy, happy to do it. Thank you so much for chatting us up this morning. How beautiful is that hike? I was just talking to somebody the other day. Actually, I was talking to this couple that came in from Missouri into this store that I work in, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, we just did this easy 7-mile hike," and they had a 5-month-old baby that they just throw in the pack and they go and do this hike. And I love that they were saying that it was easy. I don't know about you, but I feel like Beaver Lake is relatively challenging. You're going uphill pretty much the entire way to get there, and your altitude when you start, you're 8,500 feet when you begin. So I was cracking up. I was like, how, clearly we have different hiking styles if you think that this is just a super easy trail, but the payoff is so beautiful. Anytime I'm going hiking, gotta have that payoff, right? And when you get views like that and you have the lake and then the fall colors too, so cool. So happy to share. Thank you so much for sending that in our way. Okay, I think our girls are ready. I think our signal's ready. So let's send it back out to Trisha and Heidi Vince to find out more about some gorgeous opportunities for real estate.
Here we are in Vale Village with Heidi Vince. She's with Liv Sotheby's International Realty, and we were just commenting on how gorgeous it is outside,
It's
even
fabulous.
with the cloud cover.
It's fabulous.
Even
It's
on a rainy
crisp.
day.
It's crisp outside. It's the first day of the scarf, and I'm excited. I think in about 6 weeks we're going to be skiing.
I know.
So it's hard to believe.
Well, and you've
but
been
you
here a
know
long
we
time.
love to ski.
Yeah, Heidi loves to ski. She's counting down the days.
Love
But
to ski.
let's get to your properties, because
I've got
you've
a
some
really
ones.
unique property between Tapanas and Yampa, which is about 30 minutes south of Steamboat, about an hour and a quarter from Edwards, Avon area. And this is Five Pine Mesa. The ranch is at Five Pine Mesa. It's I want to say a development. It's an area with 10 smaller ranches and 9 homeowners. And this homeowner's been there for 18 years. And it's just time to not have the property any longer. They're getting older. They're from Atlanta. But the house is one of my favorite houses I've ever seen in the whole world.
Wow, and you've been in the business a long time.
I've been in the business a long time. And so it's gorgeous. It's on 60 acres. The views will never change because of the way of the mountain you look at will never be built on. And it's just an incredible property. Summer access, it is literally a mile from the Roque County National Forest. So if you like getting into the forest or you like to hunt, this is the perfect property, or just enjoy some peace and quiet. When you're in the home, obviously it has Wi-Fi, electricity, all that good stuff. So you don't feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. And it is just incredible. And so visit the website to really see this. I have pictures, a 3D Matterport, and a video. And the website is domepeakranch.com and DOME peakranch.com. And it's just an incredible property. If you want to see it, give me a call. I have a feeling it may go quickly. I have a showing this weekend. Somebody else called yesterday. And the only caveat is it's limited winter access. The caretaker will come and get you in a pickup truck that has tracks on it, or your own snowmobiles. And I just think it'd be awesome to be out there in the woods with all the snow, snowmobile and snowshoe all around. So it's just a very unique property. But if you want to build your own home, and just up by Wolcott is Red Sky Ranch. And this property is a double lot, so it's very large. You can build up to, I believe, 40,000 square feet. So you could have a compound. Yes. And it's on the golf course. It's higher up, so it's in the Aspens. It has views of Vale's Game Creek Bowl. And it's quiet. You don't hear the highway. It's gated.
Oh, shoot. I don't know what happened to the audio. That picture is gorgeous, though. And I mean, come on, Dome Peak Ranch. Have you ever seen anything like that? Limited winter access. Emma and I were just talking while we were listening to Heidi's interview about, like, you know, would you do that in a heartbeat? Are you kidding me? This is like, I like Heidi was just saying, this is like my ideal property. Oh my gosh. So domepeakranch.com if you'd like to learn a little bit more and see all those beautiful photos. Let me look at it up right now. Dome Peak Ranch. Oh my gosh, it's just, I can't even. And then also, Kathy, I just wanted to say on our chat, we had some beautiful photos of Beaver Lake. And I tell you what, like, sometimes it's nice, isn't it nice to know that, like, not everybody here is like a super ultra athlete. And yeah, doing that hike that is a huge effort. So good job. I mean, it's like almost 7 miles round trip. Amazing. So I love hearing from all of you, and please keep that up. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, feel free to comment, to chat with us. It makes my day every time you guys light that up. So thank you for that. Okay, so we're gonna try going back to, is that, you want to go back to Trisha? Okay, let's go back to Trisha and Heidi and see if we can finish this gorgeous interview. All right, girls, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. Okay, hey, let's
You can hear me. We got the street cleaner coming. If you need to reach me and learn more about property in the Bell Valley, please give me a call at 970-390-8383. Again, 970-390-8383. My office is actually up in Beaver Creek, but I can go up and down the whole valley and the whole state. So for more information, give me a call. If you'd like to be on my newsletter, call me so I can get your email.
And here comes the street cleaner.
That is just awesome.
Back
this
to
morning.
you.
Of course, right? Like live broadcasting. Here we are, street sweeper and garbage trucks and all the things. Okay, so like Heidi was just saying, 970-390-8383 to contact her. And my goodness, do it quickly, because this Dome Peak Ranch property, I'm sure it's not going to stay long being as spectacular as it is. And again, that website, domepeakranch.com. My gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay. All right. So, Mary, can we bring up Kathy's comment, her last comment really fast on the chat? So she was just saying, thanks for making me feel better about about Beaver Lake. Man, really, like, I would love to know some of the other hikes that you guys have been on that people are like, oh, that's so easy. Where you're like, really though? Really? I would say that's how I feel about Berry Picker as well. That first, like, I don't know, quarter mile, whew, intense. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. And before we do that, though, I want to go back to some of the pictures that you guys have been sending in to us on hashtag Vail Live, and then also tagging us on Vail Daily Live on Instagram. So here we go. So hashtag Vail Live. Look at this. Look at how beautiful it is right now. And I believe, like we've been talking about, I think the fall colors are really going to hang on through this weekend. So what a perfect time to come up and to do some of that leaf peeping if you haven't had a chance to do so yet. And then let's go back to, oh yeah. Look, this is what I imagine baby Emma and baby Meredith to look like in their little cowboy boots and their little fall dresses, taking photos. And then, of course, I love all the animals. But let's look at, can we go back to Kathy's photos from Beaver Lake? Look at this. Oh, they're not Kathy's. They're just, oh my gosh. Right. Look, I like, also, can we just talk about like the different faces on this log? We got, like, first of all, like the sweet cheese in the front, and then we got like perfect selfie posture. And next up, and then, then I feel like this is probably like a lot of us, like, right? Like, you just made it to that hike and now you're exhausted and you need like some water, and you're also kind of mean mugging the camera. Anyway, all right, keep it coming. Hashtag Vail Live, Beaver Lake. Look at how gorgeous that is. Okay. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we have some great picks in store for you if you want to save money on shoes. Don't we all want to save money on shoes? Also, if you want to check out one of the newest restaurants that's opened up recently, we've got the intel on where you can get some authentic Italian food. And we also have more information about just some great adventures. So stay with us. We'll be right back. All the shenanigans in the studio. Emma was just showing me some beautiful fall photos of her actually growing up here in the Vail Valley. Really, like, these two behind they're like unicorns, right? Like, nobody's actually from here. And now I'm in a room with two of them. This is amazing. All right, let's talk about what's going on in the world today with our VDL picks. So it is Wednesday. It is almost October, and we have our finger on the pulse of what is exciting and what is new going on today. Now, I have to tell you that, of course, I'm getting this information from one of our girls that has grown up here, Meredith, bringing to my attention a brand new restaurant that is in Avon. It's called Fatoria, and this is really special. So they grow what they can in their greenhouse gardens, and then they carefully source the rest to make sure you're getting authentic Italian influenced Rocky Mountain cuisine. amazing. And I was just looking at their, their website, and the photos and descriptions, my goodness, it is mouth watering. So if you're looking for something brand new to try, it's right in Avon next to Vin 48. So it sounds like a perfect place to go for a date night or just, for happy hour. Oh, Meredith, you were on top of it. Is this, did you take this footage of their beautiful drinks? What kind of drink? Is that a mojito?
Cucumber ginger.
Cucumber ginger, yum. Okay, well, I'm there. All right, that sounds really good. So again, right next to Vin 48 in Avon, and it's part of the Northside restaurant family. So like Northside Kitchen, Northside Grab and Go, Southside Benders. So you know that the food is going to be delicious, and what a special way to maybe bring in fall or celebrate Oktoberfest. But Victoria, it's located right in Avon. Now, just down the way from Avon in Edwards is Ptarmigan Sports, and fall is here, winter is near, and they are doing up to 70% off their remaining summer apparel and footwear. Now, footwear is like a key phrase here. I can't tell you how many times I've had women ask me recently, like, where do you get shoes up here? Well, Ptarmigan is where we get shoes. So if you can get up to 70% off summer footwear, that's amazing news. So that's over in Edwards. And then also, if you want to get prepared for the upcoming winter season, Charter Sports is doing their annual warehouse sale. This is coming up this weekend, October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. They have demo skis and snowboards, 60 to 80% off. So that is substantial, especially if you got your eyes on something new, maybe some gloves, some helmets, paddle boards, summer apparel, bikes. Okay. Yep. So that's happening over at Charter Sports. And then just another reminder that this weekend will be the last weekend to access the gondola at Vail Mountain. So you want to get out there on Berry Picker and go all the way to the top and take that gondola down. This is the weekend that you got to do it. So there you are, VDL picks. And I think we should, look at this beautiful footage, by the way. Is this from Ken or is that from you, Mare?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, which let me just show you the fact that Ken Hobie was hiking, right? We should all celebrate that fact like that. And also taking beautiful photos and video. But let me just warn you, that first quarter mile, it's intense, but then you get up into views like this and you have the leaves on the trail and the roots. And oh my gosh, it really is such a gorgeous, gorgeous trail. And if you take it all the way to the top, the last time I did it, I think it took me about 2.5 hours, but I was also stopping, and I had a friend with me, and we were taking a ton of photos as well. So if you want kind of a leisurely pace, I would consider that's how long it took us, about 2.5 hours. And then you top out, and of course you have views of the Sawatch Range, and you get to see just the breathtaking aspens, and then to take the gondola down. That'd be a great thing to do on Saturday or on Sunday. So thank you to Ken for this beautiful documentation of Berry Picker. Okay, now that we have just kind of helped you plan the next several days, let's check in with my girl, Trisha, one last time live in Vail Village. Trisha, where are you?
Well, you know what? We thought we'd show you a little slice between some of the buildings in Vail Village. And can you see? We've got the gondola way in the background.
Yes.
They're just doing some testing, just moving around. It's not open right now. It'll be open for you on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting at 9:30. The last download will be at 4 o'clock. But that's going to be your ticket this weekend to go and view the leaves like we just saw in Ken's footage. And it's so orange this year. I don't know if it's just me, but it just looks definitely more orange.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And I think also, just with the clouds and the rain, like it makes it even more so. But that's such a good reminder that the gondola, that they're just doing maintenance. Trisha, I tell you what, there was one day that I decided to do the overlook trail at Beaver Creek because I saw that the gondola, like it looked like it was running. So I was like, great, I'm going to get after it. I'm going to do the overlook trail. I'm going to nope. It wasn't. I was like, hey, I went to go get on it. And they're like, no, we're just doing maintenance. It's not actually open. So I walked myself down the 4 miles.
Oh, yes.
It was a choice.
Yeah.
It was a choice. So just
I want to remind people that the gondola over Beaver Creek is closed. They just wrapped things up last weekend, but Bavarian Days is going on this weekend. So we have that to look forward to. And restaurant week. So a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also, can we just really quickly, I mean, you've been in the Valley for how long now? Over 20 years?
Mid-90s.
Okay. And that property at Dome Peak Ranch that Heidi was talking about, have you seen anything like that before.
No.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? And for Heidi to say this is one of her favorites, I mean, really cool, really unique. And I like how the fact in the winter, it's really not like anyone can drive up. Like you got to have the snowmobile to get in, or the pickup truck that has the tracks on it. I mean, you're talking about getting away from it all.
I know. Yeah, Emma and I were talking about it. Like, could you do that? Would that be something that you'd be like, all right, I want to have like my own just snowmobile access to my place?
Yeah. I mean, I could do it for a couple days.
Yeah. I think this is where I love the fact like that we're so different, right? Like for me, I'm like, that's perfect. I could be out in the middle of the woods by myself with like books and just totally nerd out. Yeah. That's
I'd
like
have to have
my
about
ideal.
12 people with me.
Yeah. Yep. Here we are. We got the extrovert and the introvert, and here we are on the same show together. Dreams can come true, Trisha.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, it looks beautiful out there. Thank you so much. And also, John says, hold on a second. I've loved that area since the first time I visited. Oh, John, shoot, which one were you talking about? Oh, was it Beaver Lake? Maybe. Anyway. Love that our chatters are out there talking to us. Don't you love it when they talk to you on the show?
Oh, I know. I want to find out where they're chatting in from. I want to find out what they know about, what they like, what they see, and what they like. And I can't wait for winter. Actually, we're going to take this little break. October 3rd will be our last live show until just a few weeks later. We'll be coming live on Vail's opening day on November 12th. And then we're with everybody through April 24th. And I can't wait to see the interaction then because, ski season. I mean, that's what this valley was built on, was the whole winter sports industry.
Oh yeah. I had a viewer that I ran into yesterday, and she was like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And I was like, no, just break, just quick little break, little off season. We're just going to kind of refresh, just kind of, get even better to open up for the winter with you. But man, Trisha, you just look like this little Bavarian, little chai drinking princess out there without fall colors. I'm impressed. That's like a lot of caffeine for you to consume.
Oh, I know. Well, I got a long day ahead. I got a long couple days ahead. So I decided to treat myself. And I've only drank this much because we've been on the run, but it's still pretty warm. It's still pretty warm in here. But yeah, Unravel Coffee right inside the slope room of the Gravity House. They have this little jar program. And when you leave there, you can even put your jar in there, and then they'll just recycle it they'll wash it up and it's ready to go for the next person. But it's kind of a cool thing that they do that I haven't really seen anywhere else in the Vail Valley.
No, very cool. I love that. Okay, well, listen, we got to stop talking because we're totally over. But we could just keep going.
What time is it? Is it time to go to work right now?
I think it's time to actually go to like our next job. So
next jobs.
Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful camera work, Blake, looking gorgeous out there. And we will see you back here live at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So thanks to all of our chatters. Thanks to all of our viewers. And 7:30 tomorrow. And then October 3rd will be our last show for a little bit until we take that off-season break. And then we'll be back, like Trisha said, on November 12th. So have an amazing Wednesday out there. And we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.